Hey guys, James here today and welcome back to another Sims 4 video. Today we are building something really regular, really normal. Just a regular old build in The Sims 4 today. Although it's a speed build with a face cam, which I feel like I don't really ever do, so that's different, I guess. But yeah, I felt like, with everything going on lately, with all the, I guess, uncertainty within the community and all the stuff that's coming along in the near future, I thought, let's build something that I feel like everyone can agree with. I feel like that we can all understand and we all would really want, and that is a regular house. Also known as a bunk bed house because it's 2 levels. Anyway, yeah, I'm building, I don't know, I felt like not everyone's on the whole, bandwagon of Star Wars. If you haven't seen the whole reveal of the upcoming game pack, then that's a whole can of worms. But this, I feel like everyone could benefit from it. And I even said in my reaction video, all they gotta do, well, not all they gotta do, but one thing that they could do to really help out the community would be to just, sneak in bunk beds in the game update at the same time, and everyone would be like, oh, cool, at least we got bunk beds out of it. But somehow I feel like that's not going to happen. I wonder what their aversion to doing bunk beds is. Like, why is that something that has been, what are we now, 6 years into the game? We haven't, I don't know, like that and, countless other things that are on that list of things that they haven't done. I don't know. I don't know why, but I figured we might as well try building one. This was my first attempt. Didn't go well. I tried many times actually to build a bunk bed. I Google image search bunk bed and I was like, all right, let's try building one. I realized this quickly ended up being like a tiny 4x4 home and I wasn't really prepared to do that. I mean, I tried to keep going with it and persevering because the lower level was supposed to be like a double bed and the upper one is supposed to be a single mattress, at least in the Google image that I did. So I was like, all right, I'll try and keep doing it. I did consider trying out the Tool mod, which if you haven't seen or heard about the mod called Tool, that's Tool. It's actually a really cool mod that allows you to move objects in pretty much any way that you want, like in terms of up and down, rotation, anything. You can do any of that. And the cool thing is it actually saves on the gallery. And then even if you don't have the mod, it still works. So I considered that. I was like, I don't think it's really worth it for a build this ridiculous. So I abandoned that idea, and I was like, let me go back to the drawing board, start again, start from scratch. Let's do a bunk bed that has like a set of drawers at the bottom of it, and the set of drawers is going to be where the house is. So then we're going to have 2 levels of mattress above it. Actually, one thing that really annoys me is with columns that are attached to a wall. You can't rotate a column if it's on a wall, like on the corner of a wall. So like with those steel girder columns that I was just using, they never ever line up because one of them is always facing the other way. So it's completely pointless. But anyway, here's our beautiful bunk bed. A completely original, unique idea that I don't think has ever been done before, even in any Sims game. Oh, actually, I will point out that there is an amazing custom content bunk bed by Panda Sama. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, and I apologize, but I'll link that down below. I'll also link the Tool mod by Twisted Mexi down below. 2 amazing custom content creators. Check them out. So there are actually functional bunk beds in custom content, which really just begs the question, why is it not in the game yet? I mean, that and amongst other things. But you know what? Let's not get into that whole conversation because that's a whole other can of worms that we could really dive deep into. But today, we are experiencing it firsthand. I guess, I don't know how many times the size, maybe 4 times the size? What do you reckon, 4 or 5? I don't know. Some amount of size bigger, here it is in The Sims. I quickly realized using those cushions was not a good idea because they look kind of dumb. I said just use like one of the ottomans that kind of looks like a pillow, I guess. I mean, it's not the most comfortable looking pillow in the world, but I mean, it kind of works. So I just scaled them up. I mean, I feel like you get the idea. I didn't want to spend too much of my life designing a bunk bed in the game that people are probably never going to actually play with. It's mostly just because it's funny. But it is a functional house, so there is that. That's pretty exciting. And I used those tiny little windows. It's supposed to be like a drawer handle. And I'm just using these columns to look like the drawers are separate. So those are 2 like little storage nooks, you see, under the bed. That's the idea. And then there's just a regular door on this end. So, I mean, don't look into the design that much. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's a bunk bed that's a house. I mean, I wonder if that exists somewhere in real life. Let's see, bunk bed house. I feel like, you know what? I feel like that search is probably just going to come up with actual bunk beds that look like houses, not the other way around. Yeah, it just gave me images of bunk beds that look like a house. I don't know why I didn't see that coming, but anyway. So anyway, I was trying to see what kind of layout I could get here. I was actually trying to get like a 2-bedroom house going on here, but I realized it didn't really work. I mean, I could probably have made it happen, but I was like, yeah, I mean, let's just make it a 1-bedroom home, you know, nice bathroom, nice kitchen, dining area, you know, nothing too fancy, but very, very usable. So there is that. We got a nice, nice wardrobe there, nice built-in wardrobe in the corner. Yeah, look, the layout's not great. I feel like I probably should have put the bathroom on the back. Would have made more sense. Well, I wanted the bathroom accessible from the living space, but then it kind of didn't really fit. The real problem was that front door. I feel like the front, I should have made that smaller up, and I was like, I kind of like it. It's a nice big size, sort of fits at the foot of the bed. You know, it all kind of works out, but anyway. Oh, actually, I was trying to build, so before I settled on this brilliant idea of building a bunk bed house, I was trying to build a bunch of other things today. I started off doing a 8-sim starter home for under 20K. It was going well until I started doing the wallpapers, because I ended up going with a style that required like fancy looking wallpapers, which, you know, they cost like 11 simoleons per wall. I ended up spending like 4,000 on wallpaper, so it didn't work. And I was like, yeah, let's not do that build. That ain't happening. Anyway, so I gave up on that idea, and then I started building a bunk bed. So here we are. But if you would like to see another 8-sim family starter home, that'd be fun. I mean, I want to try again, but I think I'll have to readjust my sights a little bit lower on because I was trying really hard to make it look cool. I ended up going for like a traditional sort of Australian kind of Queenslander style home. And it looked really cool. But it ended up being way too expensive, so that ain't gonna work. It's gonna have to be way, way more dumbed down and a lot cheaper. But I guess that remains to be seen in another build. I did actually start doing, so I've seen a lot of other Sims YouTubers doing like random color challenges. I think some people have done like random style, like when you go to filter and you choose a random style. I assume someone's done that. But I was like, you know what, maybe I should just build a couple of those little randomizers on my website, and then I'll do the same thing as well. So then at least I have something to code, because if you don't know, I like coding, especially lately. So I ended up making like a little random color picker today on my site. It's not live yet, but if you want to see something like that, let me know. Because I mean, all those kind of random challenges are always fun. I kind of want to do one, maybe I should do a randomizer that picks a random color and then a random theme at the same time. So actually, what are the themes in the game? Yeah, so these styles here, we got basic, contemporary, patio, Cosmo, luxe, double gallery, French country. Anyway, when you click on these, it gives you the actual items that are in it. So in case you don't know what they are, because I don't know what half of these are. It would be fun though, I think, to create a randomizer that combines, you get a category and then you get a color, and then you just have to go with it and see what you end up with. That could be fun. Let me know if you want to see that down below. Anyway, I feel like I'm getting a little bit sidetracked from the actual build that's going on in the background, but you know, it's still going on. The build is still there. We didn't miss any when we cut away just then. It was separate footage. Yeah, so just, I mean, it's honestly just a regular house on the inside of this bed. There's really not much more to say about it. That's kind of why I was talking about something else. But if you do have any ideas for some builds, let me know down below. I guess along with the whole randomizer thing, I guess we could also just add in packs as well to that. Do random packs, color, style, just all in one. Just mash it all together and then just go for it. The other thing we could do is we could do random values. We could do random lot size. There's a whole bunch of stuff we could do. So if there really is anything you want to see, I mean, we should do it. We should do it. So the living room, this is like living room and kitchen. It was kind of awkward because we have like the big front door, like I said before. Then we have 2 doors on the left, or I guess, well, yeah, it's on the left currently. They go to the bathroom and then to the bedroom. So it's kind of like the whole room is just a big hallway, which is not great design or layout planning, but that's just how it ended up. There wasn't really anything I could do about it, at least at this stage, without kind of redesigning the whole thing. And I wasn't going to do that because I'd already spent a few hours building other houses that didn't work. I also built a house that was like on stilts. It was like it was kind of a house that looked like the Up House, but it was like 2 stories on stilts on top of a mountain with a lake around it. It was kind of cool, but it didn't really pan out. I might revisit that as well, so I don't know. But I'd already spent a few hours building today, so I was like, you know what, this is it. This is it. Come hell or high water, I'm building a bunk bed house. A bunk bed house. What's a bunkhead? I don't think I want to know what that is. Don't tell me. So, you know, just nice little kitchen. I doubled up the dining table to make it seem like an island counter. Obviously, Sims don't actually use tables as counters, but I figured in this case it looked kind of nice having the table there and then like the 2 dining chairs. Because I figured this would only be a house for 1 or 2 Sims anyway, so that's enough chairs. And the nice large table makes it feel a little bit more included in the kitchen rather than a single table off by itself somewhere. It also gives us a little bit more room for the rest of the build. I was just trying to figure out how I was going to do the living room. At the moment, it's kind of disjointed and by itself in the back corner. But I thought I could tie in the whole thing to the kitchen with a bookcase. I was going to use like the Realm of Magic bookcase, but I figured I would try to keep this somewhat base game-ish. I know it's not. I know I've already used a bunch of stuff from Seasons and Cats and Dogs in that. But I didn't want to go completely wild and use a single bookcase from Realm of Magic. Though I feel like, having said that, I probably accidentally used one item that was from Realm of Magic anyway, and I just ruined the whole thing, so I don't know. I can definitely say there's a bunch of Seasons and Cats and Dogs stuff in here, though, so I don't know. But if you do want to download this for some reason, it is on the gallery under James Turner YT, or I'll link it down below so you can download it there. But honestly... Why? Why would you download this? Maybe to fix it up, maybe to change it. I don't know. I think we should also do, I feel like, as is the rage right now, a lot of shell challenges. I don't know if I want to do my own shell challenge. I feel like I just want to do other people's because that's always good fun. Like we did Sasha's before. I should probably do one of Kayla's as well. And I know Deli wanted me to do my worst house build as well, which I feel like this kind of qualifies for that because I don't know what is going on in this, but it's not great. But here it is. It's also, I just realized it's very blue in this room. I feel like I have 2 modes. I have black and white or one color. And this is one color. This is just blue. If it wasn't blue, it'd be black and white. That's all I'm saying. I feel like I don't have a lot of variety. But you know, sometimes that's just my thing. Maybe I'm more of a build guy. I'm not really a color guy. Maybe I don't know. It's just what I do. Maybe it's time that we accept that my color range is 3, black, white, and blue. And that's it. That's all I can decorate with. Yeah, I don't know. I put like a little desk there, and then I kind of had this extra space I wasn't sure what to do with, so I did like an indoor planter. And then I just did a big mirror on the floor because I was like, yeah, that'll work. Kind of goes in front of the window a little bit, but I was like, it's all right. I mean, the interior is really not too bad, and the outside is kind of fun. I mean, it's a bit silly. It's just a bunk bed with like a dirt path leading up to it. I don't know. It's kind of fun. And then I did 2 ladders, by the way, because I felt like one ladder seemed really thin, and it's supposed to be like a full-size bed. So I made it a little bit bigger, even though it still looks like it wouldn't really, it's not to scale because the steps are so small. But, you know, it's just what it is. Anyway, not that I think we really need to, but let's jump into the game and actually look at it without being in a speed build. So in case you didn't get enough of the bunk bed in that time lapse, here it is. I mean, I think it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. There's a tree. Actually, how much does this place cost? 28,000. Not too bad. We could probably make it a starter if we downgraded some stuff, which arguably would probably be a better option. Like, who wants to live in this place with it not being a starter? But here it is, you know. I don't think it turned out too bad. Nice little living area right here, little TV. Got the little kitchen, little galley kitchen there that leads to these 2 doors for the bathroom and the bedroom. Little indoor planter, you know, because sometimes you just need a garden in seasons where it's not good to garden in. And then a little bedroom. I mean, it's cozy. I think it's not. Oh, yeah. So one thing about this build, because it's like a bunk bed build, there's not really any windows. The only 2 windows are these. And then I guess a door. So there's no windows in this place. I mean, it kind of feels like you're maybe in the bow of a ship, but if that's your thing, then this is the place to be. There's a toilet paper roll, though, so you're good there. I mean, I guess that's going to do us. If you want to download this, don't. But if you really want to download it, I guess you can. There is a link down below, like I said. And make sure to check out those 2 mods that I mentioned and the authors that created them because they are awesome. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Make sure to leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. And have an awesome day.